The Dining Room News Network. Every morning when the trays come through, Van's at the table with the world's top view. Clears his throat like the cameras are live, says, "Good morning, folks. We're glad you survived." Mike leans over with a sideways grin. Ivan says, "All right, let the broadcast begin." And me, Bob Santero, coffee in command, ready to improve the news across the land. If Van says clouds may gather by noon today, Mike says, "Alert the soup before it floats away." Ivan says, "This may shake the whole East Wing." And I say, "Roll that footage, it's a terrifying thing." Van brings the news, we bring the cheer. Mike drops a zinger, all can hear. Ivan and Bob make headlines sing. At AFRH, we laugh at everything. Every evening when the supper crowd sits down, Van gives the update like he's running the town. Talks about weather, rumors, peas and bread, like history itself is what the man just read. Mike says, "This just in, the pudding's looking weak." Ivan says, "We may need experts by next week." I say, live from table 9, this just might be the biggest meatloaf story in our history. Van never breaks, and that's the funniest part. He keeps it straight while the rest of us start, turning each item, no matter how small, into a front-page comedy for one and all. Van brings the news, we bring the cheer. Mike drops a zinger, all can hear. Ivan and Bob make headlines sing. At AFRH, we laugh at everything. Now some folks read the paper quiet and neat, but not our crew when we all meet to eat, because one little headline can suddenly grow into a 5-part special report and show. Van says there's movement near the coffee line. Mike says this could be organized by 9. Ivan says witnesses claim the rolls were late. I say send help now, this cannot wait. And the whole room knows when Van takes the floor, you're not just getting facts, you're getting more, because before the toast has even cooled, the Dining Room News Network has officially ruled. Van brings the news, we bring the cheer. Mike drops a zinger, all can hear. Ivan and Bob make headlines sing. At AFRH, we laugh at everything. Breaking bulletin, the coffee ran low. Mike said, "This is the biggest story I know." Ivan stood up like a senator in pain. I said, "Remain calm, we will caffeinate again." Van read on with a brave, unshaken face, like he was keeping order all over the place. And somewhere between the jam and the tea, we laughed so hard we forgot all misery. Van brings the news, we bring the cheer. Mike drops a zinger, all can hear. Ivan and Bob make headlines sing. At AFRH, we laugh at everything. So here's to Van with his evening report, to Mike with the punchline sharp and short, to Ivan saucier, to Bob and the crew, making every meal feel fresh and new. At AFRH, where the good times cling, even the news can dance and sing. So here's to Van.